Hello everyone, welcome to Tasha's streaming class. For those who have no clue how to stream on Can You Game On It? Tiki the intro! Anyways, today I'm wearing Eat Clothes. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys. Eat Clothes! Eat Clothes! Oh shoot, I think I ripped something. Eat Clothes! Because today is Eid. So Eid Mubarak to you guys who are celebrating Eid. I hope my mic picked that up because yeah. And to those who aren't, happy holidays. So hope you guys fill up on food, get some sleep, play some video games. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about the Razer streaming kit, as I would call it. But rather, it's the Razer Seiren Mini as well as the Razer Kio Pro. The Siren Mini is actually this mic here in particular. It's very small, tiny. I kind of need a tissue box to hold it up. It's okay. I'm just built different, you know? Modern problems require modern solutions. Wait, is that what people say? Yeah, it's right. Modern problems require modern solutions. Google, you know everything. Thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm using today is not my usual setup. So my usual setup is actually the AT2020 mic as well as the Logitech C920 webcam. And I got that all the way back in 2019. Sorry, it's 2016. So that was a long time ago. I'm sorry for the graininess, but now look at me. HD. Beautiful. By the way, this one records in 1080p 60 FPS. You're welcome. Oh my god, CK, can we like put this in 60 FPS? You know like how smooth I will look in 60 FPS? So fluid. I wonder how this looks in 60 FPS. Wait, I'm recording in 30. You know what? I give up. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about it. Let's starting with the Razer Kio Pro. So it comes with uncompressed recording at 1080p and 60 FPS. Full resolution, 1080p at 60 FPS, 30 FPS, 24 FPS for like super cinematic kind of looks. Like imagine me dying in 24 FPS. Oh my god, that would be so dramatic. Like Titanic death moment. Wait, Titanic's in 24 FPS, right?
Yeah, all movies are.
Yes, that. Tash in cinematic style. Oh shit! So by the way, it comes with a 2.1 MP resolution with adaptive light sensor, which is why in this room, back then you couldn't see the backlight over here. Like now you can actually see my nano leaf in all its glory. Last time it was just like bright colored light, but no, beautiful. Also guys, it comes with HDR enabled. HDR enabled means it's sharper, look how it looks sharper, but only in 30 FPS. Also, it does come with a 3 angles, which is narrow, which is what I'm using now. Also, it comes with medium and wide, which I honestly not a big fan of. I mean, unless you like the whole fisheye lens kind of thing, that's your thing, you know, go for it. But I think it makes me look a little bit distorted. All right, moving on to the Razer Siren Mini. This really small mic, which kind of feels like an egg. You can take it off. This stand actually comes in the box. You can take it off here, take it off, and just take off 3 parts, by the way. Also, this is removable, can take it off over here as well. And by the way, guys, you can do this. Wow! I'm not too sure if this actually does anything because honestly, the movement is quite minimal. But you know, if it does, let me know in the comments because I only have 1 brain cell and it's Eid. So I'm actually supposed to be off today, but I'm here for your entertainment. Am I here for entertainment or information, CK? Can you answer that?
You know, it's you, so pretty much both.
By the way, guys, this is a super tiny, super compact mic and it's USB connected. USB type A to micro USB. Little disappointed in that because, you know, USB type C has always been a little bit more, I guess, more reliable in terms of data transfer. But I think I know why, because they want to make the entrance disc a bit smaller. So micro has to be the way to go because USB Type-C can be a little bit longer. By the way, guys, it has a super cardioid pickup pattern. It's either direct pickup or it's like a larger area depending on what you set on it, which you can actually set it through the Razer Synapse, by the way. Also, guys, this is 6.4 inches in height only, and this is including the stand. And it does come with a built-in shock mount, which means that, can you hear that? Like, does it like a dong sound in there when I do this? What do you hear, CK?
I don't know, just like a soft thud.
There we go. a soft thud, which means that the shock mount, the built-in shock mount actually works. By the way, guys, you can actually connect this to a boom arm if you want. You actually need to connect it with a 5/8" thread. Mine actually does not fit that. If you see here, it's a bigger mic, so it's not gonna fit, which is like pain. But in my opinion, since it's such a tiny and small mic, it's actually better to just use a stand because it's just good as it is. Also, guys, this is actually plug and play. You don't actually need to get synapse on every single machine you use in order to use this. You just plug it in and you can already use it as is if you want. So the Razer Kio Pro over here, it easily clamps onto the top of my monitor thanks to the L-shaped stand, but you can actually use a stand on a tripod. You can actually stick it anywhere you want because it's just that versatile. You can actually just get like a proper webcam stand if you want because it has come with a screw at the bottom. What I really like about design as well is that it comes with the privacy cover, which means that I no longer have to just unplug my webcam every time I'm worried because the FBI man is gonna be hacking me and looking at me while I'm doing. Okay, so now let's talk about the stand. I feel like it's a little bit too short in my opinion, unless you have like a higher stand for it. I mean, from stock, right? Like, if anyone were to stream, honestly, you would be putting on a desk. And putting on a desk, right, it's gonna sound like this. I know. CK, is there a difference in sound when I put it away from my mouth like that?
Yeah, it feels like the mic
like I'm far away, right?
Yeah, it's trying to compensate, so picking up more echo.
Yeah, so the best way for you to actually use it is to actually have it closer to your mouth, which is why a boom arm, in my opinion, or even a better mic stand is much needed. So definitely, if you're getting this, I would not recommend the stock stand. Do invest in a proper stand. All right, so now let's move on to the most important part. Let's talk about performance. So for the Razer Kio Pro is definitely one of the better webcams I've tried. I've tried quite a few, and I feel like in terms of the quality, I do play and stream in low light. This is my room. I don't turn on the light. The only lighting I have is my Elgato Key Light Air, as well as like an IKEA lamp on the back of my lens just to kind of like brighten up a little bit, and my nano leaf. That's all I have. I honestly play in the dark. So I'm just gonna show you guys like a little bit about how it looks like without different lighting. So say I only have my nano leaf on, okay? So I'm gonna turn off my IKEA lamp and my Elgato Key Light Air. Honestly, this is how it looks like, and oh my god, CK! This looks so good! Are you seeing this? This is like the vibes.
Blue and purple.
And pink. I like this. This is like super vibes. This is like those just chatting streams at night at 3 a.m. Oh my god. That's how good the low light compensation looks. But in terms of that, the low light compensation does make it a little bit grainy. It's not bad, but it's definitely noticeable. Okay, now let's only turn on my IKEA lamp, okay? This is only with my IKEA lamp without my direct light. So it does still have the vibes for sure. It's just less dark. Honestly, it looks like a Saturday night in gaming rather than a stream at this point. Not as cool, but still looks nice. Okay, Elgato Key Light Air is what you've seen before. Kerblam, there we go. Looks way better, looks more studio-y. So that means like, even without proper lighting, this camera does so good. You don't have to, honestly, if I were just starting out streaming, right, I probably wouldn't need an Elgato Key Light Air or even the Nano Leaf. I just need a lamp and it'll still look good in my opinion. Okay, but say that you don't have a person to stream with your actual light on. Let me just show you guys that too. And this is how it looks like with the light on. Clearly, the low light compensation, I did not fix that. You can actually fix how it looks like over in the synapse. You can just move it up and down. Honestly, I did not tweak it for that. So as you can see, it looks super blue. But in terms of how sharp and how good the quality looks, it still looks great. So now let's talk a little bit about the autofocus. So this one actually comes with one of the most, I wouldn't say accurate, but it does autofocus quite a bit. I feel like in terms of the autofocus, it autofocuses as though you actually have a proper camera's autofocusing. So when it comes to actual people using cameras, like CK, he's our camera guy in the studio. He does not use autofocus. He actually manually focuses when I'm recording videos in the studio. So when it came to my previous webcam, I just left autofocus on, but it never really had an issue because it never really autofocused in the first place. But for this one, it constantly autofocused. I feel like if I move my hand like this, it will autofocus. If I put my hand over my face, it will autofocus. If I move up, it will autofocus. So what we did was we turned off the autofocus and you can manually focus. So there will be like a little slider on the synapse. You can move up or down to actually fix that. And that's actually really good in my opinion. By the way, you can actually go into the synapse app itself and you can actually just change the whole settings of the camera, from the lighting to the contrast to the brightness to the darkness. Everything is adjustable. And in my opinion, that is actually really, really good to have, because sometimes when you don't have these sliders way too much, if it's not as friendly as the Synapse app, it can be super annoying to deal with. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the Razer Seiren Mini. So despite it being a micro USB to Type A sort of connection, it still sounds as good as a condenser mic. My own mic, the AT2020, is actually an XLR mic connected to a mixer, and it's actually a really good mixer, and this sounds just as good. So the problem with USB mics that I never liked is because long term it can get damaged if you don't take care of the wire, which is a little bit irritating. But honestly, as time goes by, I feel like connections get a lot better as well, so you don't have to worry about that too much. One thing about this mic is that I feel like it definitely needs to be closer to my mouth in order for it to work. Because of the super cardioid pickup pattern, is because it's here. So if say I were to move like far away, yes, you can hear me, but you can actually tell that I'm far away. It gets really echoey. So guys, the question today is, can you stream with the Razer Kio Pro as well as the Razer Seiren Mini? Heck yeah, you can. This is a really, really good camera. I actually really like it. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for. Absolutely. I love it so much. And as you can see, there's a huge difference between my previous webcam and this. And honestly, this will be my usual webcam for all my videos from now on. As for the mic, love it, but honestly, I just feel like if you want the best kind of way to actually use it, you do need a stand for it. Great value, does not break, and if you're a horror game streamer, I think this is a good thing to invest in for sure. Here, why was there so much money? I don't know, I don't trust Resident Evil.
Like I'd let you get away.
Plus, it's plug and play. What more do you want? Anyways, guys, today is the first day of Eid. I want to go and eat. Get it? Eid.